The main purpose of the poster is to encourage people to watch the film.
It's also to let people know what type of film they're going to watch. For example, like the image is dark alley with a silhouette, and it's like shows it's going to be sort of the dark film.
So from looking purely at this poster and not knowing anything about the film, we presumed that it was a horror film because there are no hints of violence, crime or love triangles, so therefore it's not really doing its purpose of informing the audience of the genre of the film, which is film noir. The only hint is the title, Third Man, which suggests a possible love triangle, and the dark lighting is stereotypical of film noir.
From this poster we would presume that the audience would be people who like to watch cynical, dark-themed films, and this is portrayed from the strong black colours and the haunting silhouette at the end of the tunnel.
We assume from the title and figure in the alley that this film has something to do with secrets and maybe following or hiding.
And it would also suggest that it wasn't for a younger audience, it would suggest it's for a bit of an older audience.
The only language on the poster is the title, which doesn't give much away about the film.
The word man tells the audience that the film revolves around a man, and the word third suggests that there are two other men. This could be a possible love triangle between the three and a femme fatale, or it could be about a gang of men, or possibly to do with the following and chasing.
So the layout is fairly simple, which implies maybe a simple storyline or simple plot, possibly. The image takes up the whole of the poster, which creates a dark background, suggesting dark themes, but is also typical of film noir. So like high contrast and dark lighting.
The title takes up half of the bottom of the poster. It's large, bold, and in block capital font, which makes a statement on the page, and it also stands out to the audience. And it is the first thing that catches your eye, like the title of the film.
The man standing in the light at the top of the poster is directly above the title, which suggests that he is like the main character.
A bit of analysis. The title Third Man suggests that there is a possible love triangle within the story.
The silhouette is standing in front of the bright light, which could imply that he is innocent, really.
The dark lighting and background suggests there is an evil within the film, and it isn't a happy film. It's quite sort of a dark and dangerous film.
The man standing in the alleyway is directly above, which suggests he is the third man.
We think the purpose of this poster is to encourage people to watch the film and to let people know about the type of film they're going to watch. It suggests that it's sort of love, sex and crime.
It does a good job of informing the audience of what type of film they're in for. The red background suggests danger, but also love and passion.
The audience know from the image that those two characters are going to have some sort of love interest because they're close together.
So the audience is probably people who enjoy love stories with twists and old-fashioned films from the 1940s era.
Also, it's directed by Alfred Hitchcock, so people who enjoy his films may go and watch it because of the possible suspense and also how he crafts his films together, because it's very well done.
As the image is actually a painting, this might suggest the film appeals to older people.
Yes.
The title of the film is called Suspicion, which tells us what the film will include and the genre of the film, film noir.
Each time they kiss suggests that every time the people in the image kiss, something will possibly bad happen.
Words such as thrill, love, threat and murder implies it's not just a simple love story and gives hints to what is expected within the film.
Thrill and love contrasts with threat and murder, suggesting that there are twists and not everything is going to be simple within the storyline.
The image takes up the whole of the poster, and the title is at the bottom in a lively and energetic font, suggesting the film is fast-paced and exciting.
It is in green, which is unusual as a sort of typical film noir title, usually either red, black or white, and they all suggest love, danger and innocence, whereas with the green it's quite mellow and not very vibrant, so it doesn't give much away.
The actors' names are bigger than the actual title, which shows that they were big actors in those days. and the slogans mould around the shape of the actors' faces, which shows that they are reflecting on them.
The strong red colour of the background and her top suggests a theme of love and passion, but also danger and blood. This could be foreshadowing the future and inform the audience a bit more about her character and the storyline.
The man looks stern and serious, and he's also wearing black, which could suggest he has something to do with death. The shadowing that is created around his face suggests that he also has two sides to him.
The diamond necklace could be a possible clue to the storyline, but also suggest money. And usually in films like this, wherever there's money, there's also death. This next poster is from the film Sin City. The purpose would be to, again, like the other two, to entice people to watch the film.
It also represents what the film is and what type of genre. And again, it's an 18, so this is shown by the guns and the fact that they're all looking very serious.
The audience would be for people who enjoy watching dark-themed films.
The figure to the left of his... Oh, dear.
Bloody hell.
Sorry. The figure to the left of the title is interesting and mysterious, making the people who see the poster want to find out who he is.
The language of the poster, the title itself is a good tagline, Sin City, obviously the words sin linked with the devil and also wrongdoing.
No actors' names are on it, which is unusual for a poster, but actors are quite clear from the picture, so people may just recognise them. Also, Quentin Tarantino's name is also featured, which again, like Pulp Fiction, could mean people would want to watch it because of him.
The layout, the main character is in the middle, and this is shown because he is the most dominant on the page.
The image takes up the whole of the poster and is a low angle shot of them all, suggesting that they are very powerful but also heroic. However, one character is below the rest, so this shows that he is not part of the group of people, and there's a sense of mystery because not much is shown of him, so this could mean that he is a villain.
Although he is surrounded by the white, which alternatively could suggest that he is a good character and the innocent one, and the others are the evil ones because they're sort of in black and surrounded by black.
The title is placed in the bottom right, which is quite an unusual place, which could suggest corruption but also obscurity.
The font is bold block capitals. It's quite cartoony, which contrasts with the background image. However, the reds on it suggests that, and it links with death and blood.
Again, the small print is at the bottom, which is very typical of a film poster.
A bit of analysis. The title is slightly canted, which suggests a sense of obscurity within the story or some of the characters. Although, also, as mentioned previously, it's in red, which symbolises death and blood, and this could suggest the theme of the film.
The five people at the top are all above the guy in the bit of light, which suggests they are more powerful than him, but also that maybe he is their prey and target.
It's raining, which creates a sense of a damp and dreariness kind of atmosphere. This could link to the storyline that it is quite a dark and horrible place to be a part of.
Rain is also very stereotypical of film noir films. The guns obviously represents danger, and again the fact that the main man is pointing it down at the small character emphasises the fact that he could be the target.
The woman on the right is shown in a more positive light than the woman in the back left. This suggests that the woman on the right is possibly the good character out of the two, and the white suggests that she is more innocent and pure. This can be shown by the fact that she has blonde hair and the other has short, darker hair. The purpose of this film is to encourage people to watch the film, and like the other images were, and to let people know what sort of film it is.
It's an 18, and you can see this from the poster, as it implies sex and violence, and you can see this from the gun and the cigarette and the provocative picture of the woman.
For people who, the audience would be for people who like films with violence and are very cynical and also dark themed, and it is film noir, so people who like film noirs. It is also, the photo is also taken from the male's perspective, and as the theorist Laura Mulvey would say, that it's taken from the male gaze, as she's looking quite revealing, lying there in quite a sexual way, and she's got a very direct mode of address to the audience.
So this could show that maybe it's more of a film for men, but it could also encourage men to want to watch the film and find out who she is and why she has a gun, etc.
The cast down the left of the poster is full of big names, and people will want to watch it because of them, and that's the same with, it says Quentin Tarantino film, so obviously people who like his sort of films will want to watch this as well.
Pulp is quite a violent word. It means like crushing things, and it's just a very violent word. And the P sound, like pulp, is quite a forceful sound and like harsh sound.
At the top of the poster, it also shows the awards it's won, using best as a superlative, and this makes the audience think it must be good, therefore they should go and watch it.
Also, the idea of the word pulp could come from magazines from the 1980s, which is like expensive fictions. Inexpensive fictions about crime.
The layout, she's obviously the main focus point, as she's is the main image. Her face is central, which draws attention to her over anything else on the cover, and suggests she's the main character of the film.
So the title at the top is in bold black capitals, which makes a statement on the page. It could also represent that this is a standout film that the audience should go and watch. The yellow stands out from the red background. The yellow colour could link to Uma Thurman being in Kill Bill and could suggest that she's the same type of character in this film. Yellow and red together could symbolise fire, which shows it is quite a heated movie in a danger or sexual way.
The actors' names down the left-hand side are alongside her, so it suggests that in the film they are under her control, as she's obviously the only one seen in the image, but they're just names. And the small print at the bottom is just not like typical of a film poster.
So a bit of analysis. The 10 cent in the corner shows the fact that they got the idea from a 1980s pulp magazine.
The seductive face, typical of femme fatale, and also the red lips, smoking a cigarette, and she's also in a black dress. These all represent danger, and it's all something you would find of a femme fatale in a film noir film.
The gun in front of her is facing the cast names, which could suggest that she is the deadly one, and that's foreshadowing the future of the film.
She's got a hand on a magazine, and she's covering up, and it could link to a sort of a mystery of the film, like she's trying to hide something.
Venetian blinds in the background, which shows like sharp dashes, which again represents danger, and is also very typical convention of a film noir.
They're very vibrant colours, like the red and the yellow, and these are juxtaposed with the dark in the background of her, and also the black on her dress, which suggests that the storyline is quite mixed, and that there is two sides to it. Although it's dark, it is upbeat and light at the same time.